Alright guys, let's briefly go around this exterior and I'll show you what's going on with it. This is a X30 camp, so 24-foot box, 30 feet from bumper to tongue. This one's going to weigh 10.3. That's pretty common in this size camp. Usually 10.3, 10.4 is right around where they come in at. So this one, as you can see, they've added the diamond plate wainscot down the side of it. They've added the outside lighting on the sides, so you've got these LED lights here on both sides, as well as backup lights on the back, I believe. Can't remember off the top of my head. 2 of the 7-gallon 30-pound propane tanks, adjustable 2 5/16 coupler, bully dog jacks, heavy duty chains, all that good stuff. These steps do fold up. There is some storage, and like I say, I'm just going over this briefly. If you want me to go into more detail, I will, but I'm going to try and keep this as short as I possibly can for multiple reasons. But you've got your broom holder, Dutch door. So those of you that don't know what the Dutch door is, it's a split door. So you can open that top half. It also has the sliding window on it. So that's what the Dutch door is. Little porch light. 7,200 pound axles. These are a 16-inch wheel, 8 lug. You got your outside shower, water heater, bypass access door. This one does have the pull out camp chef. So you've got a camp chef in there that pulls out. These are our latching latches. So they suck in, compress a double seal on them, keeps everything nice and watertight. Solar panels, 200-watt panels, like I said, the backup lights, egress window there on the back. All of your water storage is in this compartment. 42-gallon freshwater tank. 6-gallon water heater. There's your sewer connections. You have heat back there too, so you don't have to worry. All your freshwater stuff is all in insulated space. Shouldn't have to worry about anything freezing. I knock on wood, I've had a lot of customers call me lately and ask about that, and I've never had a camp freeze and break anything that way. So knock on wood, I've done pretty good. But you've got all your DOT compliant marker lights. This has got a 2-inch receiver with a 7-way plug, so you can pull doubles if that's allowed where you're at. This one has your battery storage. So this one has 6-volt batteries, 220 amp hour batteries a piece. All of your solar controller connections, some fuse ports, and then just a lot of storage in this one. So lots of storage there. Your water fill and your city connections, to where if you're boondocking or you're hooked up at a campground or a piece of property or whatever, it's set up to do all of that. That's factory. We do that on all of them. Wood box, this feeds all the way through to the inside. And then this is a fresh air intake for your wood burning stove. Your electrical connections, this is a 30 amp connection. Our air conditioners, which this one does have soft starts on them. So Honda 2000, small generators can run it, no issues that way. It does have the heated tanks, so they're all heated from your furnace, and then also have electric heating elements on them to keep them from freezing. So no issues that way either. You've got a 30,000 BTU furnace. Just to give you an idea of how they rate these, really they recommend 1,000 BTUs for every foot of trailer. Now that's in a standard RV that's basically a cardboard box. If they figure that for those, then a 30,000 BTU in something that's very well insulated and stuff is very superior. So does a really good job. These are just your vents for your refrigerator. And then, as I said, on the other side, you do have some outside lights for all of that. So VIN number, all of that stuff. This sticker here is just for compliance in Canada. But other than that, that's a brief walkthrough of the exterior. We'll go ahead and hop inside. I'll kind of tell you what they've got going on in there. I'm kind of excited. You're gonna see some different color combinations. So anyways, let's go in there and see. We're gonna shake things up quite a bit as we walk into this one. This one's not gonna have your traditional Brazil wood colors like you're used to seeing. So when I say shake things up, it actually fits right in with the colors of this one. So these cabinets are a shaker cherry. And then the walls in this are a Williamsburg cherry. A little bit darker than what the face frames are and the cabinet doors. The countertops are an Ink Vista. And then the flooring is a Tiger's Eye. And as I mentioned in the introduction, this one is an X30, so 24-foot box. This one is a traditional layout, so has the trundle bed as well as the pull-out table, upper and lower bed kind of thing. So anyways, we'll briefly go through this one. I'm gonna try and keep the videos a little bit shorter, make the best use out of your time so you're not tied up watching YouTube, just drooling over our camps all day. Because I've had a lot of wives complain about their husbands watching these too frequently. So I'm going to try and shorten these up, do the wives a favor. This one's got a big double closet up in the front, and this one is probably bigger than the average in this size camp. Very big closet, all soft close hinges. So really nice hardware that we use in these. You have a big row of drawers below this, and these things are massive. They do have the latches on the side, so as you load these up and get a lot of gear in them, I guess I gotta unlock it. That would help. Dovetail drawers. They are on heavy duty slides. These are latching slides. So they do have a catch. It's a spring catch on them. So that does hold them closed really well. They suck in tight, but I do add these latches. Just, I mean, you get a lot of weight in that big of a drawer and you hit some nasty roads, which are very common all over the US nowadays. So we put them latches on to help keep everything nice and tight. So you've got your big stainless steel fridge freezer combo. This one is elevated up. The furnace has been placed below it to raise that up a little bit. And then some of the other videos I've mentioned that when we do this, I can't use the built-in microwave due to the arch of the ceiling. But this one does have a microwave in it, so a little bit smaller microwave. But we can do this. The last video that I did, they also raised that fridge up, but then they did their microwave next to it and almost at the right height too. So there's lots of different things that we can do with this setup, depending on what you're trying to accomplish and where you want things. The sky's the limit. As most of you know that have watched our channel, all of these camps are custom. We'll build them exactly how you want them. So you've got your pull-out pantries, both top and bottom. So you've got another big one below it. Keep tons of stuff in there. Keeps it nice and organized and out of the way. And then you've got a little storage up above there. Propane gas light. Some overhead storage. These are also on soft close hinges, but then we also put the gas struts on them so that they'll stay closed and lifted up when you're getting in and out of them. All your monitoring systems. The only real things that has been added to this, he did add the tank cover with the electric heating elements, the stereo. It is getting a Camp Chef. As you saw on the outside, wainscot. Most of the things that this one was getting were exterior things. So other than that, there wasn't a lot of additions to this one. I get asked very frequently pricing. it's hard to give pricing just because the prices fluctuate so much in today's day and age. But I'll just give you an average. An average camp like this is going to start right around $70 base price. Now that's with everything that you see in this one. There's not a lot of things, like I say, that have been added to this. He might have a couple thousand in extras. So that's kind of where we're at today, but that's, I mean, 6 months from now, that could change drastically, and hopefully for the better. But that's kind of an average. Our camps are going to start right around 40, right in the 40s, and they're going to climb. Very seldom do I see a camp that goes over 100. But like I say, that could change. We're not about price gouging or anything that way. We want to keep these relatively affordable for people, to where they can get a quality product that they can use for a lifetime and be happy with. So you got more drawers on this side, your converter, fuses, breakers, everything down there, some outlets, your heat vents, and then it's got the stainless steel range with the 3-burner cooktop, your wood burning stove. I don't have it burning because it's blasting hot outside, so we're gonna not burn that. We have burned it, as you can see, but super nice. This one does have the circulation fan, which all of them, if you're gonna do the furnace and stuff, I'm gonna put the circulation fan in all of them. That's just a standard thing, and that's one thing that we do here. As we find ways to improve these things, we just incorporate it into it. It's not adding anything to the cost as far as that goes. It's relatively easy to install, and so if it makes the product better, that's what we're about. We're always trying to improve and be better. And you know, to say that we've got the best camps out there, we fully believe that, but that doesn't mean that there's not room for improvement. So we're always looking for ways that we can improve and make these camps better. So another upgrade that I failed to mention, he did do the blind boxes. So he's got blinds over all of these. These are springed to where they'll pull up, keeps them out of the way, but they are nice to pull down, and then they latch on the bottom. They're all engraved, and we can do these in a number of different engravings. If you've got a brand, anything like that, we can do the brands in them. There are kind of some limitations just because of some of the different scenes. Let me turn this light off. And because of some of the different scenes, if you do like a cattle drive scene or something like that, because these blind boxes are so narrow and long, it almost distorts some things. So there are some limitations, I guess, that way. But I mean, if there's something specific that you want, we can do our best to try and accommodate that. So I mean, we'll put it on paper, we'll engrave one if we have to, and see how it looks. If it looks like it's not right, we'll call you, let you know, see if we can't do something else that's gonna work. So, but we do, you've probably seen a lot, we engrave a lot of doors. This is that cattle scene that I was telling you about. Looks super good on these doors. Little sheep. But we do a lot of that. If there's doors that you want engraved, like I say, we can do a number of different things, and it's kind of fun for us. Makes some nice personal touches. On this one, like I said in the beginning, this one is a traditional layout. So this is a trundle bed. This has a full-size mattress in it, and then it has these cubbies for storage in the front. So it gives you some storage there. You can keep, I don't know, I've seen everything from utensils, salt, pepper, all sorts of spices, to where your table is set up right there. Everything's right there for you. But what you put in it, that really don't bother me at all. You can put whatever you want in it. You have storage underneath these benches. This one has the soup box in it. So if you remove those cushions, you can see there's soup boxes in this one. The other side is set up as a toy box, so it just opens all the way to the floor. And this one does have cabinet lights too. I failed to mention that too. The interior cabinet lights. So we can turn those on And then all of our cabinets have lights on them in the interior. So that way when you're digging around down in these lower cabinets, you can see what you're doing. You don't have to worry about that. Storage down below, this is an LPCO detector, AC outlets throughout, USB outlets. Your kitchen table pulls out. And it's plenty big to sit 4 people around it. These benches are actually longer than normal to where, yeah, you could sit 6 people really comfortable around this. So, queen size mattress up above, and then they wanted some more storage up above the bed so that they could store all their whatever up there. So, storage in the back, storage on the sides. They still wanted the entertainment, so stereo, TV stuff. So we've incorporated the speakers into the ceiling on this one. All the rosewood trim. This one does have the fantastic fan. 30,000 BTU furnace, thermostat there, and then your fantastic fan thermostat also. And you have a big sink in this one. Big stainless steel double sink. Household fixtures. These are Delta faucet. Row of drawers, and then you've got tip outs in front of your sink. And then as I already opened this has access to for all your valves, as well as your outside shower, all of your plumbing, all of your wires, everything's very accessible. And that's something that we've learned through working on the RVs throughout the years, is a lot of times if there's an issue, sometimes I gotta tear the whole trailer apart to try and get to it. If things are accessible, it just makes it so much easier. And so we're all about simplicity in our camps. We want them to function. We want them to be reliable. We want all of those things for our customers. And so if we can make it as convenient for you as we can, that's what we're going for. More overhead storage above the sink. More outlets. And then this one has pantries on this side as well. So not lacking for pull-out space in this one. With 4 pantries in total, there's plenty of space to put all kinds of stuff. We'll go in the bathroom here. Show you what we've got going on in here. This one does have a deeper vanity. This one's a 16-inch deep vanity. Normally what I'm doing is about a 14-inch. Let me turn that on. So about 2 inches deeper is what this one is, but does give them quite a bit more counter space, a little more room in here, and they did go quite a bit bigger in the bathroom. I mean, not terribly huge, but it is a pretty good sized bathroom. So you've got heat in there. You've also got your porcelain toilet, your exhaust fan, and then this one is just a privacy window. Stainless steel shower surround, glass shower surround. This one's a 32 by 32 shower. All LED lights throughout. Now this is a game changer, and really I wouldn't say that it's anything that we're doing special. Everything's kind of gone to LED, but the advantage to LEDs is these draw 1 to 2 watts in comparison to a incandescent bulb, which is going to draw 25 watts. So you match that with the big battery banks that we put in these, as well as the solar, and you can go for long periods of time. So this one is wired and set up for the TV. It sounds like they're going to add that later, but it is both wired for 12 volt as well as AC, and then it does have all the connections too for cable, antenna, all of that stuff, satellite. So anyways, that's a look at this one. It's been a little while since we built a traditional one, so I was kind of excited to build this one and show it off, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. So stay tuned. My next video is actually going to be a used camp that I have for sale. So for those of you that just can't get on my build schedule, don't want to wait for a camp to be built, this might be the camp for you. So make sure you stick around, watch for that next video, and I'll give you some of the details on it, some of the specs, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching.